Hello everyone, this is part 2 of What If Naruto Was the Hero, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, to share, and check out the playlist, to see more comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Join my membership, the perks are great. It's in the description. Be sure to like and subscribe, it gives me more motivation. Enjoy. Ow, ow, ow. Naruto exclaimed loudly. Kushina shook her head as she checked over her son's injuries, running her hands over his ribs gently to see if they were broken. He was sitting on the kitchen counter with his shirt off. This left the two big bruises on his chest visible, one from the dog and the other being from Mizuki, and the finger marks on his end clearly visible. I said I'm fine, Car-san. Naruto also had minor rope burns on his wrists as well as the bruising. I had to see for myself. She answered back quickly. Now I'm going to make something to eat. Get your shirt back on and hop off the counter. The doorbell rang. And get the door while you're at it, Kushina asked, washing her hands at the sink now. Naruto hopped off the counter, throwing his shirt over his shoulder. I'm coming, he yelled loudly, Kushina scolding Naruto for not using his indoor voice. He grinned and scampered off to the door. It was Hinata and Kurenai. Naruto-kun, those bruises. Hinata gasped. Naruto shrugged. These are nothing. They'll be gone by tomorrow. How can I help you too? He asked. First, we wanted to see if you were really okay. I'm sorry that happened, Naruto-kun. Kurenai explained. And also, she added, the Hokage would like to see you. It's to hear what happened from your point of view. None of this was your fault, Kurenai-sensei. Sometimes it just happens, he said offhandedly, pulling his shirt on. Hinata looked ready to pass out just about now. As for going see the Hokage, I'll go see him now. I just need to tell my mom where I'm going. He ran back into the kitchen and they heard him explain to Kushina quickly. He ran back a second later, a juice and snack bar in his hand. Naruto pulled on his sandals and exited with his team. As he walked, he began to sip the juice and bite into the snack bar. What? He asked, since Kurenai and Hinata were staring at him. I'm hungry, he explained. My mom will have the meal waiting when I come back. He hummed contentedly, throwing his trash away when he was finished, having spotted a trash can on the way. They reached the Hokage's tower and no one stopped them as they walked through the hallway. Sarutobi let them in at once, offering them all a seat. I would like to hear the events from Naruto-kun's point of view now. Especially the details involving the traitor Mizuki. He said simply. If Naruto-kun would tell me. Sure, Naruto replied with a humble grin. I was punched in the gut shortly after contacting Kurenai-sensei, her having warned me to get out there. I woke up in an old, dusty shack. My hands were tied behind my back. After I managed to get a kunai out to free myself, Mizuki went outside for some fresh air. I grabbed the scroll and escaped through an open window. Despite the fact that I was running at top speed, he caught up easily. I ended up causing a distraction to buy time to escape, and bumped into Kurenai-sensei, literally. And after that, Sarutobi prompted as Naruto temporarily paused his narrative. Well, Naruto continued, Mizuki, Kurenai-sensei, and Iruka-sensei fought for a little while. Mizuki wasn't doing so well, escaped them, and grabbed my en at a high speed, sending us both flying into the clearing behind me. As we were flying through the air, I kneed him in the gut as hard as I could, summoned a whole bunch of shadow clones, which all attacked Mizuki at once. He was knocked unconscious. After that, Anbu took off. Naruto-kun is being shy. Hinata stammered. Hokage-sama, he kneed Mizuki in the gut, came to stop, made his shadow clones, and as he came from his attack, went into a somersault and landed on his feet with no problem, ready should Mizuki still be prepared to attack. The Hokage laughed, which was when he fell to his knees exhausted. Chinko also made himself known apparently. Naruto grinned at this. And what about you, Naruto-kun? Any injuries? The Hokage asked. Only some bruises, Naruto replied casually. Give them a day or two and they'll be gone. Ah yes, the Hokage remarked. I've heard about your unusually fast recovery rate. Well, you not only completed your mission quickly, but were the key person involved in the capture of a traitor, learning a new technique in the process. We were wondering why the scroll had been unsealed. Naruto looked guilty. Don't worry. It was necessary. We would like you to consider that a bonus for completing your mission. Naruto's stomach growled, making everyone laugh now. Go home and eat, Naruto-kun. I would say you have earned a good meal. The Hokage said with a wide smile. Naruto got up with his team, bowing. Thank you, Hokage-sama, he said as he left. Naruto didn't see the Hokage smile as he waved back to Naruto. Man, that was so good. I would say your best yet, Ka-san. Naruto complimented as he cleared his plate. He had been really hungry. That or you were so busy today that you worked up a huge appetite. Could be either one really. Kushina compromised. No one can deny that you have earned a good meal though. She ruffled her son's short and bright blonde hair. Naruto was turning out more and more like his father every day. It kind of made her sad, as she had not completely gotten over the death of her husband yet. Minato had commented one time that he looked forward to seeing his son grow up. But as she watched her son run up the stairs to take a bath, she knew sadly that he would never see that. Naruto was in the park the next day, practicing his taijutsu devotedly. For some reason, he was really starting to like taijutsu. And after his bout with Mizuki, he felt it worthy of being practiced more. Right, I won't be caught off guard again. I'll put all my effort into becoming the best I can be, he declared. Someone laughed heartedly behind him. Turning around, he saw two people behind him. Both wore the same green jumpsuits and had the same bowl-styled haircut. Ah, the power of youth, the older one said loudly. I like your style, kid. I am Might Guy, a Junin. And you have to be Naruto Uzumaki-kun. We've heard about your accomplishments as of late. And I am his student, Rock Lee. The younger one said. If you would like, we could train together in taijutsu. I'm on my way to becoming a taijutsu specialist, as I can only use taijutsu. What do you say, Naruto-kun? Shall we better ourselves together? Naruto nodded eagerly and Might Guy watched as the Lee and Naruto practiced together, Lee actually teaching Naruto some new moves. This is so moving, Guy gushed, watching his green-clad student with pride. Lee can truly harness the power of youth. I'm so proud of him, he exclaimed, nearly in tears at the fresh display of youth that Naruto and Lee were displaying so boldly. After an hour, Might Guy called Lee back. We need to get moving now. Sorry to interrupt your fun. Guy apologized. Lee ruffled Naruto's hair. We should do this again sometimes, Naruto-kun. Maybe we could get together and train sometimes, Lee said as he walked away. You bet, Lee Oni-san. Naruto called as the two green-clad shinobis walked away. Guy heard Naruto's enthusiastic replies and smiled. Lee was in a very good mood. I see you made a new friend, Guy noted aloud. I have nothing against your spending time together. In fact, I might even join you. Ah, the shows of youth. Doesn't it just refresh one's soul? Guy rumbled. Ah yes, it does, Guy-sensei. It really does. Naruto-kun has quite a lot of youth. If only he could put it to good use. The Hokage had called two teams in today. He had a special mission for Team Guy and Kurenai's new Genin team. Might Guy's team arrived first, all of them settling in around the office while they waited for Kurenai and her team. I can tell you a little of your mission right now, if you would like me to, the Hokage said. Please do, Hokage-sama, Guy replied. It's something that I am having 3 teams today. You'll all be mentoring someone today. Your team, Guy-san, will be mentoring Kurenai Yuhi's team, which consists of Hinata Hyuga, Sasuke Uchiha, and Naruto Uzumaki. Guy-san, you might wish to give Kurenai-san some pointers as well. I think she still blames herself for Naruto's involvement in the Mizuki 2G incident. Hokage-sama, can we choose who we work with, or has that already been determined? Lee asked. The Hokage had a curious look on his face now. I asked that because Naruto-kun and I had a chance to practice taijutsu together yesterday. We both want to work together again on it. The Hokage burst out laughing at this. I'll leave that up to you guys. Neji-kun, though, I have feeling will be with Sasuke-kun, as he probably won't want to mentor his own cousin for today. Neji nodded. So Ten-Ten-chan will have Hinata-chan and Neji-kun will be with Sasuke-kun. Someone knocked on the door and Kurenai's team walked in. The Hokage smiled and ushered them in. Kurenai's team walked in. Hokage-sama, we have come as requested. Kurenai said. Good, good. Today, your team will be mentored by Team Guy. I thought it would be a good chance for both teams to expand their horizons. The Hokage explained. We were just discussing who would work with who when you came in. Of course, you all have a say in this as well. I want to work with Lee Oni-san. Naruto blurted out. The Hokage smiled widely. Lee-kun has also said he wants to be your mentor for the day. If everyone is agreeable with this leaves Hinata-chan with Tenten-chan and Sasuke-kun with Neji-kun. The Hokage explained. Hinata looked relieved to be with Tenten and not her cousin Neji. Tenten gave Hinata a tentative smile, which Hinata shyly returned. Neji and Sasuke were indifferent on the matter. When no one raised any objections, the Hokage concluded his little speech. Kurenai-san, I thought that since this is your first team, Guy-san might be able to give you some pointers. Kurenai nodded deftly. Well, off you all go then. Have fun today. Both teams left and the assigned pairs each went off on their own. Naruto-kun, I'm glad it was your team that my team was selected to mentor. All I do is taijutsu. So when it comes to techniques, that's all I can really help you on. But there's other stuff I can mentor you on as well. Naruto only grinned. That's fine, Lee Oni-san. Kurenai-sensei and Maika-san regularly help me with my ninjutsu anyway. And I'm completely hopeless at genjutsu. At least, I've never had any luck with it so far. Lee led Naruto to his favorite training place in Konoha. By the way, you can call me something else if you like. Lee Oni-san must be quite a mouthful. Naruto nodded in agreement with that. How about just plain Lee? You can call me just by my name without any honorifics. Naruto smiled. Then if I can call you just Lee, you can forget the honorific in my name as well if you want. I think Naruto-kun suits you. So I'll still call you Naruto-kun. But names aside, let's get down to some training. First pointer is this, if you're using taijutsu, a lot of agility and dexterity helps. So we'll start with working on that. Lee said. Alright, Lee. Let's get to work. Naruto exclaimed. Tenten took Hinata to the training area that Konoha had. One thing that you have a problem is confidence, right? Tenten asked. Hinata nodded shyly at this. We'll see what we can do about that. I think that if you know you can do any certain skills, then that will help your confidence. Are you proficient in any weapons? Tenten asked. Do kunai and shuriken count? Kurenai-sensei has recently said I am very good with those. Hinata replied. Tenten nodded. Shuriken and kunai are some of the basic tools that a shinobi uses. But it also helps if one has a proficiency in another type of weapon. Besides shuriken and kunai, what kind of weapons do you like? Tenten asked. I've never gotten the chance to use any other types of weapon. So I don't know. Hinata answered. Tenten showed Hinata one of the rooms that held practice weapons. The walls had many types of weapons on them. What one would you like to practice with? I am good with very many of these weapons. Hinata looked over the weapons carefully. Tenten-chan, I'm really not sure. Hinata answered. Tenten wasn't put out by this. Hinata had just been promoted to genin. She and her team wouldn't likely get many serious missions just yet. No matter. She pulled 2 wooden staffs out of a barrel and handed one to Hinata. We'll see how good you are with close combat first and see how it goes from there. Most of the Hyuga clan are melee fighters, something you can tell about your family's jutsus. Let's get started. Guy-san, I don't know what to do with Naruto-kun. Kurenai said after the kids had left. It's not that he has no talent. He has a lot of potential. But his chakra control is off. He has so much of it he doesn't know what to do with it. I've been meaning to talk to Asuma-san, as he has the same type of chakra as Naruto, but I haven't had time to do it lately. Just how much chakra does that kid have? Guy asked. Kurenai shrugged her shoulder. I don't know the exact amount. But Hinata looked for me with her Byakugan after I had this suspicion. She said he had a lot of it. But I'm thinking he has a lot more chakra than even the average Chunin. Kurenai said. And Hinata is also a special case as well. She has a lot of potential too. But she has such a lack of self-confidence that it's holding her back. I think Naruto-kun greatly inspires her. Whenever he's around, she's a lot cheerier and more optimistic. Guy murmured. Maybe you should start Naruto-kun on some meditation exercises. That often helps people with a lot of chakra control it better. As for Hinata, the best thing for her is lots of encouragement. How does Naruto-kun react to Hinata? He is always encouraging her. That's why I think she likes him so much. He hasn't given up on her, as I suspect her father has. I heard that her little sister receives a lot more attention than Hinata-chan. Kurenai answered. Let Naruto-kun and Hinata-chan work together a lot. But don't forget to make Sasuke-kun feel like a part of the team as well. I noticed he's a bit of a loner. If you give it a little time, Naruto-kun's confidence might rub off on Hinata-chan. Guy suggested. Lee-kun had the same problem for a while. It really depressed that he could only use taijutsu. It heavily affected his confidence. That's what worked with him. Ten-chan helped him out for a while and gave him a lot of encouragement, which helped mold him into who he is today. Kurenai was already thinking of ways to put Guy's advice into action. I'll see what I can do. Thanks for the advice. The sounds of footsteps came from behind them and they turned around to see the Hokage approaching them. Hokage-sama, how can we help you? He smiled. I was just wondering how your teams were doing. If today goes well, I might send your two teams on a mission together. What would you two think? Guy shrugged non-committally. I'm not sure how Sasuke would do with working in such a big group. Kurenai said. He's a bit of a loner, very impatient. He's my biggest concern. He's the most scared of the group, but the one most likely given to disrupt the dynamics of the team due to his nature. We'll just have to see. The Hokage said simply, a smile starting to emerge on his lips. Neji and Sasuke had just decided to spar for a few hours in the morning. After lunch, they would go more in depth. Sasuke-kun, tuck in your elbows. Sasuke did so grudgingly. My clan used to be the strongest in Konoha. He thought. We took orders from no one except the Hokage and those we placed ourselves under voluntarily. And look at the clan today. Only one member still alive, taking orders from a Hyuga of all people, the ones we struggled with so much within the council back when the clan was still alive and powerful. This fact disgusted him thoroughly. If only he had been assigned with Lee or Ten. But that meant that everyone would be troubled. Pay attention. Neji thundered. Sasuke brought himself back to his surroundings to find Neji coming in to take an advantage of an opening. Neji stopped just short of hitting the distracted Uchiha. Never let your mind wander during a fight. Neji ordered sternly. If you ever hope to revenge your family, as I know you do, you'll need to be better than this. Itachi Uchiha has joined an evil group, whose true goal is unknown. All we know is that it won't be good for anyone. Sasuke didn't want to admit, but this guy was right. If I want to see him I have to be at the top of my game. Every day I waste he gets stronger. You're right, Sasuke said. I have to be the best I can be. I won't be distracted again. Good, Neji said. Because now, I don't have to hold back. Naruto leaned against the wall, breathing heavily. They had been practicing their taijutsu all morning and into the afternoon. Lee went at the rate Guy Sensei went. And for someone like Naruto, who was just now seriously getting into taijutsu, it was a very punishing pace. Naruto-kun, are you alright? Lee asked with concern as he saw Naruto sitting against the wall taking a break. I'm fine, he said. I'm not used to going at the pace you and Guy Sensei go at. I'll be fine in a minute. Lee offered him a hand up. Let's break for lunch, Lee suggested. We could go to Ichiraku's, my treat, since I'm the one who pushed us this hard. I forgot that you aren't at our level of taijutsu yet. Naruto took Lee's offered hand and was pulled to his feet. I'll take you up on that offer, he said. And, yes, it was a very punishing pace for me. But I'm learning a lot and am getting stronger. It's worth every moment of exhaustion. Lee patted Naruto on the back. Guy Sensei would have loved to have you on his team. You have a very strong power of youth. If only you had graduated the academy 1 year earlier, Lee said, slipping into a daydream. Maybe we could have even been assigned to the same team. Naruto looked slightly confused as Lee continued to talk about his daydream excitedly, making several mentions of the power of youth. Well, should I meet you at Ichiraku's then? He asked offhandedly. Lee snapped back to reality with an apologetic grin. Oops. Sometimes I get a wee bit carried away. Let's go, Lee said. Naruto and Lee walked into town to Ichiraku's ramen. Naruto was extremely hungry and covered in sweat. But he didn't really care about that at the moment. But he was really looking forward to his next mission, hoping it would be one where he could use his new taijutsu SKS. But I'm still much better at ninjutsu. I still have a lot of room for improvement though. Both teams are here at last. The third Hokage said nonchalantly. He had called in both Team Guy and Team 8, which was Kurenai's team. I've called you here today for a special mission. He explained. Please, make yourselves comfortable. He insisted. Both teams and their leaders found a place to sit. You see, the Hokage began, our friends in Suna have sent the son of their Kazekage here. Our relations have not been the greatest, so we're trying to improve them. He's been here for a while now and is now time to go home. But we're worried, so we're sending 2 teams with them. This will be a character building, routine escort mission. Kurenai and Guy looked at each other quizzically. Hokage-sama, Kurenai asked, even if it is routine, are you sure my team can handle it? What if something goes wrong? They only just graduated academy. I have complete faith in all of you. He assured. And besides, both teams have excellent leaders. They leave in 2 days. I would suggest you all prepare for a mission that should be around a week long. Remember that it may be very hot at times, so pack accordingly. He suggested. Kurenai-san, have faith. Have faith in both your team and yourself. You're all still learning. 2 days later, Team Guy and Team 8 met the party that they would be escorting. It was a small group of 3. One was an extremely old guy, or so Naruto thought. This one had a cloth covering half of his face. It was tucked in under his headband. The other one was a male with blonde, almost brown hair. My name is Baki, the one with half of his face said. And my companion is Yashimaru. It's nice to meet you. Yashimaru said. I've been Gaara-kun's caretaker for quite some time now. She gestured to the young boy who was standing next to him. The boy had red hair and dark brown, almost black eyes, heavily outlined. He had the character for love tattooed on his forehead. But Naruto noticed that he had a hurt look in his eyes, a look that suggested that the character on his forehead was the exact opposite of the life he led. Everyone from Konoha introduced themselves. Naruto had the most enthusiastic greeting. Hi, he said cheerfully, extending a hand. My name is Naruto Uzumaki. It's nice to meet you, Gaara-kun. I really hope that we can be friends. He said energetically. Gaara shook Naruto's hand shyly. Baki and Yashimaru were surprised to see Gaara almost smiling, his eyes looking alive, more alive than they had in a long time. Could Naruto-kun really want to be Gaara-kun's friend? He must sense this, otherwise Gaara-kun would still be really cold towards him. Yashimaru thought. I hope we can too, Naruto-kun. Gaara said quietly. Yashimaru and Baki smiled to themselves at this. Well, let's get on the road. Baki suggested. It's enough of a trip to Suna as it is. Everyone started as one down the road. Naruto-kun, how did your Car-san react to this mission? Hinata asked. I'm sure she didn't react well to us having such a mission like this so early. Naruto grinned stoically. Well, she didn't react very well. Naruto admitted. She freaked out, saying that it was way too early. But I made her see that I was not a child anymore. But she's at least still not going to go complain to the Hokage anymore. That's a plus. He grinned and turned to look at Gaara, who was holding onto Yashimaru's hand tightly. I think Gaara-kun and I will be good friends. Grinning, Naruto ran over to Gaara, who looked shocked. Hey, Gaara-kun, do you like ramen? Naruto asked him excitedly. Gaara shook his head. Suna is a hot country. So the best things we have treat-wise would be cold things. Things like ice cream are really popular. Gaara answered shyly, not used to people being so friendly with him. Naruto-kun, are you not afraid of me? He asked. Naruto looked confused. Why would I be afraid of you? He asked innocently. Is there a reason to be afraid of you? Gaara got a hurt look on his face now. I'm sorry. Naruto apologized, seeing the look on his face. I didn't mean to bring up bad memories for you. I would like to be your friend. But if want nothing to do with me, I'd understand. Gaara shook his head quickly. No, I want to be friends. He said in a rush. Not many people are encouraged to be my friends, because of who I am. Not many people can see me for who I am as a person. Thank you. Naruto grinned while turning red slightly. By the way, does that girl like you? Gaara asked, pointing at Hinata. Naruto looked to where he was pointing, and seeing it was Hinata, waved cheerfully. Hinata looked away blushing. We both like each other. But she's really shy, as you could see. He answered. So you two are dating? Gaara asked. Hinata overheard this and froze. Naruto looked confused at the word dating. You don't know what dating is. Naruto shook his head. Dating is what two people do when they like each other. He explained. They go on dates, hold hands, stuff like that. This time Naruto froze. How would his mom react to his coming home with a special someone? Really? He asked. Yeah, come on. We're gonna get left behind at this rate. Gaara ordered, grabbing Naruto's arm and pulling him along to catch up with the others. As they caught up, they felt someone suddenly pick him up. It was Lee. Gaara-kun, you are just like Naruto-kun here. Such a strong power of youth. Guy-sensei would be so happy. Lee said excitedly, adjusting Naruto on his left shoulder and Gaara on his right shoulder. Come, let us now go to show him. Lee started to run. Hold on, Gaara-kun. Naruto said with a laugh. Lee Oni-san is really an energetic guy. Naruto told his new friend. He had decided to continue using Lee Oni-san for Lee. He was an only child, but he looked up to Lee as an older brother. Maybe he could help Gaara find a true friend in his home. Kazekage-sama, we just sent the assassin on his mission. The messenger said to his leader. The council said we could entrust this mission to him with no problems. The Kazekage almost growled. He had better hurry. That sandstorm will only serve to help that hindrance. The Kazekage growled. He must for the sake of the village, he must not be allowed to live. Yes, Kazekage-sama, the messenger said, bowing and leaving. That will be all for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below for more videos. Goodbye.